Hello and welcome back to Time in the UK. I've got my little greasy mitts on a Pagani design Submariner. It's been lent to me by another YouTube channel. It's been lent to me by Ted at Cornish Watch Reviews. So thank you, Ted. Thanks very much for the lend. So as you may or may not know, this is a Pagani design Submariner Homage. It features alleged sapphire crystal and a ceramic bezel. Now, the watch case and strap are milled from stainless steel, but the manufacturer's specifications don't give a specific grade. The movement is listed as a Seiko, possibly an NH35, but for various reasons I won't go into at this moment, that could be incorrect. The watch features a milled clasp and hacking and hand winding, as you would expect. The bezel is unidirectional and has a little bit of back play. It's an homage of the current range of Submariner with the maxi case, and as such the styling cues and the design cues should be very familiar to anyone that has ever seen a Rolex or Submariner or a picture of one. It should be a very familiar looking watch with no real surprises into the design of it. So in the hand, the watch itself looks very nice from a few inches away, looks really nice, and I've examined this particular watch with a loupe, and it is quite well finished. There is a few flaws in the finishing, however, particularly on and around the fluting around the bezel. If you look very closely at that through a loupe, you can see that the tool that was used to machine the bezel couldn't have been properly sharp. There must have been a few burrs on the tool, because there's just a few little sort of burrs and stuff. So as you run your hand around the bezel, you can feel the rough edges with your fingertip. The clasp from new is very stiff, very difficult to open. You know, you risk breaking your fingernails getting this thing open. So I've just been sat here off camera clicking it open and closed a few times to get it to loosen up, get it to, I think you're going to need to do that. I think you're just going to need to play with it. The watch strap as well has got a slight jingly jingle to it, so just be aware of that. You're not buying Rolex quality. The crown is logoed up with the Pagani design logo, and a little blue sticker on the end to protect it, no doubt. It unscrews perfectly satisfactorily. The watch has got a nice winding action, and you can pull the watch out to the first position and set the date by spinning the hands of the watch around a few times. Screwing it back down, there's a slight bit of grittiness to that, not a massive amount, and it does screw down fairly easily. There's no struggle to that, so that's all right. And the sizes, weights and dimensions are pretty standard for a Submariner Homage. The only fly in the ointment is that despite the website saying it's got synthetic sapphire crystal, it's actually got a glass crystal. And if I just test again, you'll see there's no reaction whatsoever from the diamond tester. So I'm going to pop a few other watches down here and we'll test again and see what the other ones come up with. I've probably not got the tester correctly set up, but it's showing a result on the Pagani. Sorry, on the Parnis on the right, the Parnis GMT, it's showing a result, but on the Pagani it's just not showing very much at all. A good strong positive result on the Parnis GMT. Also, as previously mentioned, the basically itself, it's just a little bit subpar. It's a little bit jingly jangly, a little bit loose and wibbly. And personally, if I had to give it a score out of 10, it's going to get a 6 or a 7. It does have a mill clasp, which is 1 plus, but it's quite sticky and difficult to get into. So 6 or a 7 for the build quality on the strap there. So to sum up, Pagani Designs, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 because of the rattly jewellery of the bracelet, some slightly dodgy machining on the edge there where you can feel it with your fingers, and under a loop you can see that the tool wasn't sharp. The clasp's a bit tight, but apart from that, for 50 quid it's a good deal. However, some of these are being sold at 100 quid, and I would suggest you don't purchase it at that price unless, of course, there's 2 tiers to this watch, and the 50 quid ones are made cheaper and the 100 quid ones are made better. So if you know anything else about that, please feed back to me. Please like, comment and subscribe to the channel if you like the video, and check out our watch giveaway competition. We've got one of those. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away a Casio GA2001, which is the Casio. So see you next time.